What's up, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Bricks and Toys. And in today's episode, man, has the time flown by. I know I say that like every other episode because I just cannot get the grips of time. It seems like I was here with you guys doing this same video just a month ago. It honestly has felt so recent that when I thought about doing this extra little video for you guys, I was like, no, it's too soon. But then I thought about all the Lego sets that I've sold. I thought about everything that I've changed, new shelving, new designs and stuff with the studio. And I was like, how long has it been? Well, it's been 3 months. Today, we are doing a Lego collection tour. That's what I'm yammering on about, and that is what we are doing. The biggest part about this channel is collecting Lego that we enjoy. Unfortunately, through certain things, we've had to lose a lot of Lego that we enjoy. But at the same time, at the sacrifice of losing some of that Lego, we have actually gained some Lego back. This is a series that I went over in December. Along with losing and gaining Lego, we also have new updates like these beautiful Billy bookcases that now surround my studio space versus the old Ivar wood plank shelving. So things like the shelving, sets that have gone, sets that have come, are what we are talking about today. Now, with the last video that came out at the end of October, I didn't really clean up, I didn't really study up, I just ripped out the camera and I just went for it. Today, I kind of did the same thing. No, I'm just kidding. I spent all day yesterday cleaning and cleaning and cleaning all of this stuff that you are about to see in today's video. I have downloaded as much Java as I possibly can, so my brain is laser sharp as it can be to get the dates, to get you guys the correct details on this set. In the last video, you guys said I was a little bit too slow and dredgy and all of that. So hopefully today we're going to have a lot more energy. We're going to have a lot more fun going over this collection. I am so excited to get in and get this filmed and get this documented and get this out to you guys because we have so many updates to the collection coming in 2025 that this is a perfect time to do this. Without further ado, let's get you guys moving on that stick and around this studio. And hopefully, for low light spaces, my 2000 lumen flashlight should be enough to illuminate the stuff that I got to show you in those dark places. Now, let's go. Okay, guys, starting off with $50 Technic vehicles. We have the NASCAR, we have the Jeep, we have the McLaren Senna, then we have the green and the orange Lamborghini Technicas, or however you want to put it, as well as the matching Bugatti Bolades. Now, from last year, we do have the Cohen Segs hidden up there in the corner. This is a kind of a hidden spot of the studio, but I cannot think of a better place to stick these $50 Technic cars. Now, starting up high, we have the helmet collection. This is one thing I really want to document. These are all the helmets from, I believe, 2021 to 2023. We have everything starting from back here with a little Droideka from last year's 25th anniversary. But we have the Bush helmet, we have Cody, we have Rex, we have the Dark Trooper, we have the Mandalorian, we have the Luke Red 5, we have the Scout Trooper, we have, of course, Darth Vader's, we have Boba Fett, we have the Stormtrooper, and we have the TIE Fighter pilot. Some were stuffed far back in there. There is a Formula 1 set just hiding out, as well as 2 more here and there, and that's from the January wave of sets. Now, in between the crack of the shelf, trying to get my lighting in here for you guys, we have Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter, as well as the old X-Wing from 2021. Then we have our collection of starships, starting off with the ones that just came out last month, moving into the Return of the Jedi Executor, as well as last year's 3 of the Invisible Hand, Millennium Falcon, and the Tantive 4. And then way up here, we have the Concorde from 2022. And then continuing to pan around, we had Java's sail barge from last October. Then protruding way out right here, we have the TIE Interceptor from last spring. And then we have the spring before then, 2023, X-Wing. Hiding out in the back, we do have a couple sets like the Blacktron Cruiser promo from 2023 in January, the Micro Rocket Launch Pad from somewhere last year, 2018 Speed Champions Ferrari set just kind of hiding, with a 2018 Mustang set on top of that. And that is our whole top row of sets. Now, let's drop it down and start going through the shelves. Oh my God, Kiki, what are you doing? Now, before we get into Star Wars, we're going to get into some stuff I have right over here. I, of course, have some plushies. That's my Benny the Spaceman plushie right there with an alien with, of course, Grogu. Now, I do have a really cool poster that I printed out of Star Wars in Lego. Thought that was really sick for the Clone Wars 20 years. Here we have the Milky Way. And in case you guys did not know, we are here. And all of these stars and space dust. Speaking of space, we have a few more space sets. This is the Ideas set from, I believe, 2023. Then moving into Star Wars, we got a couple keychains of a Scout Trooper and of Darth Vader. They are waiting for service once my current keychain breaks. Then we have the 2015 TIE Fighter. Then we have, I think, a 2020-ish AT-ST Walker right there. We also have the Droid Pack, which is this guy and that guy, the Droid Builder Pack from last August. Here we have an AT-AT Walker from 2020. There is Luke just chilling and hanging out. We do have a lot of accoutrements from those two sets, like minifigures and stuff, and a probe droid just hiding out. There's an AT-ST Raider for the Mandalorian with an Ahsoka brickhead. Speaking of brickheads, everybody, we have loads of them. Just going to let you guys get a generalized look. Not going to name them all. We don't have all day. Speaking of things that are adorable, like little brickheads, we have the new Grogu with Hover Pram, taking the place of, well, a set we'll see later. There's more of the Creative Droid Builder Pack and a Snow Speeder Polybag. Then we go into last year's R2-D2, also a part of the 25th anniversary. With the 25th anniversary sets, you do get cool little minifigures like this Darth Malak and young Princess Leia all the way over here. You'll see those throughout the collection. We also have last year's C-3PO, made specifically in scale to go with R2-D2. Speaking of R2-D2, that is our last droid of the Droid Builder Pack. Coming on over here, we have 2023's Chewbacca with 2020's Yoda. And that lightsaber does light up. With a simple press of a button, just like that, he is lit. Isn't that just awesome? He'll come back on at 6 p.m. to about 10 o'clock tonight. I have him on a timer. Before we get down into these guys, let's continue through Star Wars. Here we have the Bad Batch shuttle with the Bad Batch. Love these minifigures. Love these little side speeders. Think it's really cool. Jedi Bob Starfighter, just from last year. And then we have the Republic fighter tank right there with a Mace Windu and some purple clones. Really sick. Then we go into another 25th anniversary set, which is the Sith Infiltrator, featuring that minifigure. I can never remember his dang name. And then we have 2022's UCS Land Speeder right here, featuring C-3PO and Luke Skywalker. Hidden down there is a poly bag of a X-Wing and a little tiny miniature build of a Land Speeder from a Christmas advent calendar. Then we have a 1999 Land Speeder right there. And then we have Luke Skywalker on a Tauntaun, shoved back in there. 2018's X-Wing right there, play set. Then we have the AT-AT right there. Both the Tauntaun and the AT-AT are part of a Microfighter dual pack. Then we have the Luke Skywalker mech, looking like an X-Wing in there. Coming on down to our next shelf, we have a Christmas gift that my boss gave me, which I stuck all the miniature builds from this last year's 2024's Advent Calendar miniature builds on. So yes, that is a coffee cup full of miniature builds. Speaking of a Advent Calendar miniature build, Republic Gunship just stuffed right down there. And then we have the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit, which is another 25th anniversary, featuring a Nien Nunb minifigure. Coming on over, we have the Boba Fett mech, just like the Luke Skywalker mech. And then we have the Slave One, or as they call Boba Fett Starship, to be politically accurate nowadays. Minifigures to that set stuffed there in the back. A microfighter of Boba Fett Starship right there. And then we have the Captain Rex Y-Wing microfighter. Coming on over here, we have the poly bag of the little tank right there with Obi-Wan's Interceptor, Anakin's Interceptor. I think Obi-Wan's from 2016, Anakin's from 2020. Back in the back there, we got the 25th anniversary of the promo. Forgot that set's name, but you all know it. And then we have Yoda's Starfighter. And then we come over here to the other Starfighters of Obi-Wan and Anakin. Obi-Wan's comes with these extra 2 minifigures. Dropping down to our next shelf, we have the N1 Starfighter, N1 Starfighter Microfighter back there, and the Razor Crest Microfighter. This is kind of our Mandalorian corner with our minifigures. Another advent calendar build of the N1 Starfighter. Do you think I like the N1 Starfighter, everybody? I think I do. Then we have the Fang Fighter, TIE Interceptor right there. In the middle of it all, we have Duel of Peridia. And then we have the Snub Fighter down there with a Mandalorian fighter in the back. We have a Mandalorian battle pack just stuffed back in there with the minifigures, as well as the Duel on Mandalore set just hiding out. Coming over here is the original, for me at least, the 2020 or 2021 R2-D2 with figures. And then we have more Mandalorian. This is the battle pack over here. And then we have the Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon battle set right there. Then we have another 25th anniversary figure of a clone trooper, because that is the battle of the Tantive 4 hull scene right there in the back from last year. And then we have the BB-8 from a few years back. So coming on down to our lower shelves, we have an AT-TE Walker featuring a lot of clone troopers and some droids. Minifigure stand I built myself. Shadow Trooper battle pack right there. Then the ARC 170 and its minifigures. Coming all the way over here, we have a Kylo Ren Shuttle polybag with Kylo Ren Shuttle, my first Lego set of Star Wars. We have the Imperial Probe Droid with last year's other 25th anniversary set featuring the R2-QT droid. This set is the Imperial Dropship and the Rebel Land Speeder, or whatever it's called, right down there, with another little microfighter right there. And then we have the 2020-ish Imperial Shuttle with minifigures. All the way down here, we have the 2019 Millennium Falcon playset and its minifigures right there at the top. Then we have the Imperial Star Destroyer with minifigures and another 25th anniversary minifigure just hanging out. Then we have the TIE Bomber with minifigures and side build. Then we have the Sith TIE Fighter that I made into a Jedi TIE Fighter, with changing the colors around from what it looks like this one down here. And then we have our little TIE Fighter down here. And that does it for all of our Star Wars. Now let's hit the other shelves. Starting over here with the Harry Potter, we have last year's Adult Collector Series set, which is the Weasley House, called the Burrow. Then we have a Mandrake with the Flying Lord Anglia. Then we have the Tri-Wizard Tournament right here with that cool Durmstrang ship. Then we have Fox with a polybag build of Harry Potter with Cho Chang in it. And there is our buildable Buckbeak, along with last year's Hagrid's Hut. And then we have a bunch of the little small builds of the Forbidden Forest and Aragog back there. Going down one click, we go into our Marvel, which is our Spider-Man Final Battle with the Liberty head. And then we have the little motorcycles of Captain America and the Black Widow. There we have War Machine's mech right there. And then we have our retired 1966 Batmobile, as well as last year, or 2 years ago, 1989 Batmobile and Batwing with our minifigures. Coming on over here, we go into our Nintendo section with our 22 buildable Bowser, our 24 buildable Mario and Yoshi, our 23s Piranha Plant, our 2021's question mark block. Here is a little more Lego sign from when I had my Lego City. And then we come down here to another video game set, which is 2023's Pac-Man Arcade. Awesome set. And then we have Rocket the Raccoon right here. And then we have the buildable Groot. Coming over here, speaking of video games, we have the 2020 Nintendo with the TV and the console. And then we have Batman's cowl. Kind of trying to get it all in order. We have the 2022's Atari and all the side builds. And then we randomly have the skyline of San Francisco, as well as the skyline of Las Vegas. Behind the skyline, we have the Disney Villains set, the Minions set, Bowser's Muscle Car, And then we have last year's promo record player, as well as Iron Man's mask and Spider-Man's mask. Then we get into the cars. Okay, starting off with the cars, we have some promos, we have some city sets, we have some miscellaneous speed champions, and then we go into the full out 2019 lineup of speed champions. We then transition into our 2020 speed champions and 2021 speed champions. And then we make our way over to our 22s and 23s. Come back around to a few more 22s and 23s hiding out down in there. To our 24s. Trying to get the light in here so you guys can see them all. There we are. Then we have a few more city sets, promotional sets like the burger truck, moving truck, and the Lego truck. Down here we have the Sanderson's cottage, as well as tucked away for the holiday season is the Nightmare Before Christmas set, just hiding out behind my desk. So that is all of the sets in the main studio. I know we're already at about 20 minutes in this video, and we still have the entire house. The sets beyond this are still super incredible, so hang in there for this tour, guys. It's totally worth your time if you guys like seeing an awesome and very tidy Lego collection. Now, what type of man would I be if I did not have Lego in my kitchen? In my kitchen, I have the original Orchid, a rebuild of the Butthole Tiger, that is the red panda, or whatever that is. Then we have 2024's little ukulele, and then we have last summer's vintage radio, as well as a few years back, bonsai tree in our kitchen. Now let's get out of here and go into the living room. Okay, sending you guys high up on the tripod, we have the Endurance. Right below the Endurance, we have the Insects collection, as well as the Lego Ideas Orient Express. Very beautiful set with the 2020 Ghostbusters Ecto 1. And then we have the Modified Natural History Museum from 2023 with the 2 additional buildings of the tour and the coffee shop on either end. Now, because I have my phone hijacking my screen, because I can't see the screen on my stick anymore, I'm going to bring you guys all around to our upper sets and try to catch them all. First off, we have the Artemis Space Launch System. Then we have the 3-in-1 Astronaut, as well as 2017's Old Fishing Store, and then 2023's buildable minifigure. And then we have 2021's Daily Bugle. This angle is very weird, seeing it so high but yet so low. Then bringing you guys down Modular Street, we have 2022's Boutique Hotel, 2019's Corner Garage. Bring you guys around. And then we have the mock of the Lego Store, the mock of the Friends Condo, the mock of the Harry Potter Ministry of Magic, 2022's Sanctum Sanctorum with the Daily Bugle's Sandman on top of it, 2018's Downtown Diner, 2021's Police Station, 2023's Jazz Club, and 2025's, right there, Two-Door Corner. That is a beautiful set, guys. And then we have last fall's classic TV series Batmobile with the 2024 Icons McLaren Senna with, well, Senna right there. Okay, now we have vehicles. Who loves vehicles, everybody? I know I sure in the heck do. We got the 2011 Advanced Models T1 Camper Van, 2014 the Mini Cooper. We have the invisible Ferrari F40 from 2015. Still have to buy it, that's why it's invisible. 2016's VW Bug, 2018's 007 Aston Martin, 2019's Mustang, and then we have the 2020 Fiats, as well as the 2021 Farm Truck. Coming on over to our next shelf, we have another 2021 T2 camper van, 2021 Porsche 911. Then we have the 22 Vespa. Also in 22, we got the Time Machine DeLorean. And in the fall of 22, we got the beautiful Z28 Camaro. Then in 2023, we got the Land Rover Defender. And we got the Corvette. And then last year, the Lamborghini Countach. Then coming over here, we have my diecast collection, but hidden in the back is last year's Lego Ideas, the Polaroid camera. Another F1 City set hiding out. With it in front is the Magic of Disney from last fall. And the year before that, the Zenful Garden set with some more diecast. Coming in over here with Too Much Light, we have my collection of random Star Wars minifigures. This is one of the new upgrades, like the Billy bookcases. by putting them all in here, it really reduced clutter, made it look really nice. You guys can see all of those awesome figures. Okay, starting off in my nook, we have the collectible series of Disney minifigures with a couple extra to fill in the case. Then we have the Avengers Tower shoved in this little corner. And then we have the mock of the Up House that I did, as well as the Disney Castle from 2023. Coming on down, we have the UCS Razor Crest, as well as the Dark Falcon and some Funkos. And then all the way down in here, we have the Mos Eisley Cantina, as well as some more Funkos. One set I didn't want to forget is the Disney 100 promo and the Disney Celebration train that is up here, as well as that taxi promo. Now just a few random sets is the Lego Tuxedo Cat, as well as the Cute Bunny set, kind of like bleached out by the sunlight, the Lucky Cat, the Lucky Bamboo, and then we have Simba, as well as the Playful Cat. Now finishing up in my living room, here is another display cabinet full of amazing minifigures of all different types of CMFs, Build-A minifigures, minifigures acquired through Awkward Ways, and more, and some Harry Potter and Marvel in there. Now, going across for our Harry Potter, we got the Hogwarts Icons, Owl of Hedwig with the books. We have Diagon Alley from 2020, as well as Gringotts Bank for 2023. Beautiful set. We have Dobby with the promo of the Gringotts Bank. And then we have the Hogwarts Express from 2022. Coming on down, we have Diorama Row, not Diarrhea Row. And we have all the dioramas from 2022 to last year. We also have Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, just randomly placed there because of lack of space. And then finishing up with Star Wars, we have the Ghost, we have the T6, we have Shin Hati Starfighter with the E-Wing. That's where the child was demoted to after Grogu with the hover pram came out. I just wanted that one up front and center. We have the Coruscant Guard gunship right there. Going back into Harry Potter, we got Hogwarts Castle and Grounds, the Patronus, we got the Night Bus, we have the buildable figures of Harry and Hermione, as well as the Sorting Hat. Down below, we have some minifigure books, well, books that have minifigures that I'm just collecting for value's sake. And that does it for our living room. Just a few more spots and we'll be all done. I hope you guys are enjoying the tour so far. If you guys like the Lego collection and you guys want to help support the channel, you guys can always do so just by hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate every single one of you guys that subscribe and stick around. I do this stuff because I love to share it with you all. Now, let's wrap it up. And then up here, we have the minifigure shadow boxes I just made of our Marvel CMFs, to our Series 24, to our Series 25, our space-themed ones, and our recent Series 26 that just came out. Then, right here, we have the Batman art of where you put all three together to make one large portrait, just keeping guard of my room. Now, we're just going to creep through some Lego sets that are not mine before we get into the ones that are mine. Here we have the Wife's Bok Bok, which is the Birds of Paradise. Then we come on over, we have the Fall Harvest Bouquet, whatever the hell you want to call that thing. I like to put it out for the fall holiday. There we have some Disney duos with more Disney duos. Just kind of stashed over here, mixed in with all my wife's Funkos. Coming up here, we have the Roses, which was my wife's Valentine's gift last year. We have some Dust, along with a Stitch and a lot of botanical collection type sets. We also have a Valentine's Day set stuffed back in there. Lots of botanicals. Speaking of botanicals, there's a few bouquets all planted in that pot. Then we have the 2019 Harley Davidson hiding back here, as well as the Vanco Starry Night right there with some minifigures. Lastly, of my wife's stuff, we also have the Celeste Animal Crossing set. Now, hidden behind my door is the Mercedes G-Wagon from last fall Technic set, keeping my speaker company and also being out of sight, sadly. On my reserve bookcase, I have the Bricklink Snack Shack, as well as the new Tom and Jerry Brickheads, and the Disney 100 camera. Then I have the Office, I think from 2022, all dismantled. This is what happens when you have kids and cats. This is what it ends up looking like. I was going to fix it, but then I was like, why bother? It'll be like that tomorrow. There we have the A-frame cabin, the set that started my love of building builds of Lego. There we have the Space Diner promo and the Jurassic Park diorama. And then we have the Lego truck right there, as well as the Formula One truck. And then we have Indiana Jones. All these shelves used to be filled full of minifigures, but with those cabinets and shadow boxes, that's no longer a thing. Hiding out over here on my extra Ivar shelf is the 2022 McLaren F1. And then up top here is all of my BrickHeads. Just go nice and slow, let you guys check them all out. We got Harry Potter, Minions, Batmans, we have Sonic the Hedgehog, we have Marvel, we have Disney, we have Wednesday. More Harry Potter chilling out here with last year's Mercedes F1 set. We have some more city sets hidden up behind here, just hanging out. Then we have the Tumbler, incredible set. More BrickHeads from DC and from Harry Potter. Then we have the Land Rover Defender. We have the Mickey and Minnie, as well as the LEGO Ideas Treehouse. The recently featured Dumbo and Eeyore. Coming to an end here, we have the Lamborghini, Cyan, Technic build, as well as the Indiana Jones chase with the plane. We have the wonderful McLaren P1 with unproportionate angles that people like to talk about. We have the Jurassic Park Jeep. Then we have the Ford GT with Dom's Charger down there. The last two sets to be featured in this video is going to be the Jaws diorama with the Batman 1989 Batmobile. I love this set. You know, it takes so much space in my collection. And that does it for the entire tour. I really hope I was able to capture all of the sets in really great detail. I really like the fact that my phone links up to my camera. Thus, I can get you guys sky high and have you guys down low at the same time, thus being able to capture everything without needing a ladder and getting all sweaty and worked up. I really enjoyed showing you guys all this stuff. I really hope you guys stuck through the entire video to see the whole collection. All of these LEGO sets I collect because I love them. I love the franchises, but more importantly, I love building them for you guys. Recently, on my channel, not going to get into a lot of detail, I was called out for certain behaviors on the channel. And I just want to take the end of this video, because it's a perfect time for me to say so, that I do appreciate every single one of you subscribers. I am sorry for any of you guys that are still subscribed that feels like I got a little hyper-focused on gaining numbers and talking about money too much on the channel. I want to say sorry for that. I have been correcting this for the last 2 or 3 weeks on the channel, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the new format of videos that I have been filming, where it's just returning to be about a man who loves LEGO, who likes to share it with you guys, because that's the main goal of this channel. And I never meant to get too off guard, but I am seeing a therapist over some serious stuff that happened to me, and I'm sorry that you guys had to watch me go through it, and I'm sorry if I ever affected you guys in a negative way with all of that. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this entire video. Please consider hitting that subscribe button so we can continue to do this together, because I love sharing this with you guys once again. Please consider sharing this video with one of your friends that may like to see this type of collection, and hit that like button, the thumbs up. That would be awesome. Up next on the channel, we are tackling the Home 1 Star Cruiser, so be sure to check that review video out in a couple of days. Thank you so much for watching. You all have a good one.